It's not so much memorization, they know it. They're convinced they know it because they have that security, that confidence that they know what they're talking about. And if they forget something, they can rebuild. And that's the difference. Rebuild math. Okay, we'll start off the way we always do.
This 7th grade math class begins with the whole class coming up with a solution to the problem of the day. In the first half of this double period class, the students work individually. Later, they will work in groups. Today's lesson focuses on determining the exact size of angles using tangram pieces and on building polygons with different combinations of angles. First, the students inspect figures drawn on a worksheet. Next, they use tangram kits, comparing the tangram pieces to the angles of the figures on the worksheet.
Feel the angle and compare it and see if anything on there is the same.
The teacher reviews definitions of acute, right, and obtuse angles at the overhead. Working individually, students use their tangram pieces to determine the exact measurement of the angles based on what they know.
So take your time and put your pieces together. Take what you know and build on that. Don't try to do the impossible. Just look and see what they have given you, use what you know, and then start putting pieces together. Just start.
Students share their answers at the overhead.
He has this acute angle, he has this right angle. Together, they make that obtuse angle.
In groups of 4, students work on a more complex problem, which sets the stage for building the relation between the number of sides and the number of angles in a polygon.
A right angle, no obtuse angle.
It says, your card says 2 obtuse. Yours says
2 acute.
2 acute. So far, how many angles have they spoken about? 4. What do we know about angles in relationship to sides?
Use one set of tangrams. Make a polygon that has 2 acute angles.
So make a polygon.
Then it has to have an obtuse.
Wait, hold up. It didn't say 4 triangles. It said 4 tangram pieces and only 1.
4 sets.
So this one we know we can use for sure. And it has 2 obtuse pieces, so maybe we can use this side.
Show me the 2 acute angles.
Acute angles? These are acute.
You can show me the 2 acute angles and put them all together.
No, obtuse, you mean. It says use obtuse.
You said that it has to have 2 acute angles. Obtuse angles. Oh, show me the 2
These are
obtuse.
obtuse. Wait, what is it?
Students have their own ideas about how helpful group work is in learning math. Here are some of the things they said about the math investigation they did in groups.
At first we were just putting together pieces, and we did it a couple of times, and then we stopped and thought about it, and we kept on reading the cards, and then I said, well, you know, if it's 2 acute angles and 2 obtuse angles and 4 pieces in the middle, we can put it together and see how it is. And first we got something really similar to Raul's, and then we said, okay, let's try it again. And then we got our own. So then we put it together and we got it. At first, yeah, I was happy. And then I got a little skeptical because I thought I was wrong. But then I realized that I was right, so.
Mr. Daniels was really happy because when Raul was thinking before he put all the pieces together, because all the other people was just throwing the pieces together, but Raul thought before he acted.
Well, first of all, I started moving around, but then I remembered that it said that acute angle and obtuse, and well, I kind of remembered that the parallelogram had the acute and obtuse, and then I just built with that.
I tell my mother that I'm very proud of what I did today because I came up with the solution to the problem in my group, and we had a different solution from all the other groups.
What I like most about groups is if you fall, one of your friends in your group will pick you right back up, and he'll work with you until you get the problem right, and just work together. Like when me and Carlos was working on a thing, Raul had to answer, and so we got like kind of jealous and stuff. So Raul was just working with us, and then we all got the answer, and he explained how he did it and got everything.
As far as grades and assessment in a group, you're looking for different things. For number one, we know that if a student teaches somebody else some kind of information, if he has to repeat it or explain it, he becomes better at it.
Group work is important in math inquiry because it gives students opportunities to think about and to work through different solutions. Mr. Daniels believes that math inquiry helps students build an internal dialogue about investigating math.
And that's the difference. We build math.